Welcome all of you once again. So today I will discuss with you on Pranayama. It is called the Nadishodhan with the internal breath retention. This technique, it is the advanced one. It is the higher practice. Those who have done some practices, then they are ready to do this one. Otherwise, those are the beginner. You have not done any preparatory beginning practice, then I will say, please do some preparation technique and then you can practice. This technique on Nadishodhan is quite intense and very effective. In this technique, we focus particularly on holding of a breath, which we call it the kumbhaka. So before we start the kumbhaka, you should know what is a kumbhaka is. This word is come from the Sanskrit dictionary, which means to hold your breath, to retain the breath is called kumbhaka. There are two types of kumbhaka. First is inner one and the other one is the outer one. So which breath you hold it inside after inhalation, it is called internal retention. Which breath you hold after exhalation is called outer retention. As we discussed on pranayama, on the first lecture on pranayama, the meaning of pranayama is the second meaning of pranayama is breath retention. The first meaning of pranayama was the expansion of a life force, extension of a life force. The second meaning is called breath retention. According to Hatha Pradipika textbook, it says, Chale vata chale chittam nischale nischalam bhavet, which means when breath flow, mind flow. When the mind flow, breath flow. Okay. So prana, it is a mind and mind is a prana, you can say. So that's why in a Hatha yoga tradition, all advanced yogis have discussed and talk about the kumbhaka. Even in the Hatha yoga tradition, they talk about breath retention when you talk on pranayama. When they talk on pranayama, they talk about the breath retention. And in a meditation tradition, they talk about the flow of a breath. So kumbhaka practice, it is the advanced practice, which is not for everyone, especially those who have a heart problem, high blood pressure, those are overage, older people above 50, 60, those who have done some surgery in the body, even to kids, are not allowed to do this. So kumbhaka practice is a very technical method, way to practice. You see, those who are strong, tall, handsome, very energetic people. Even they have a good strength physically. But if they have not prepared themselves how to control the breath and cover his or her face without information to anyone, within few minutes, they will leave a body. They can die. They will become unconscious because of the relation what they had on with the breath is get off. No connection with the breath, respiration, movement with the breath. So that's why it doesn't matter how heavy and strong you are, if you're not breathing, if you're not able to breathe, within few minutes you will die. But in a yogic tradition, there is a system, there is a method, there is a way, process. If you have prepared, if you have trained your physical body and mental body, then even you can hold your breath more than 10, 20 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, even a days. It is not a story. In the last 1,000 years, many masters, they have done this experiment. That's why I'm telling you. When I have practiced that Kumbhaka, I can tell you on the experience, it has the power. You have a notice when the wrestler people, weight lifting people who have a job to lift a weight, even when you have tried to lift something, automatically breath retention occur. You hold the breath and then you lift it. So which strength arise in your body, that strength comes because of the Kumbhaka. So those time, even this time, Kumbhaka has amazing effect, benefits. But those who have not prepared, those who have not trained and have tried to hold the breath, do Kumbhaka, very challenging. So why Kumbhaka is important? Why Kumbhaka we should practice? It is necessary, it is important. If you ask to tradition and guru, they say yes. Who they have trained and who they practice Kumbhaka, they say, you have the full control on breath and mind. You spend less oxygen, less breath when you do this practice. And your inner function as your brain, nervous system, and those organs are function well even. Get enough oxygen inside in your body. So Kumbhaka is developed to control your mind. Kumbhaka practice is designed to have control on your heart rate, your pulse, and on those organs, which is involuntary organs, involuntary function. Many yogis like Swami Rama ji have proven, according to his nature and the need or the power, he have raised the heartbeat, he has raised the pulse, and even he has changed the pulse and the body temperature. So, according to science, which is impossible, which is tough for us and the other, even to doctors, scientists, is possible in a yoga. So Nadishodhan practice with the inner retention is very useful, very, very beneficial, important, and good practice. In a Kumbhaka practice or in advanced practice of pranayama, first we train with the inner retention. When you have practiced enough, long time, many days, a month, with the inner retention, then you are ready to do the outer retention. Inner retention helps to strengthen your inner organs, your lungs, chest, heart, and those organs. Those who have started with the external retention, then it has changed. So in this technique, there are many levels we have on the inner retention practice, like a stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, continue till the 12, 15, 30 types of technique is given, mentioned only on Nadishodhan practice. And all these techniques, steps, is designed how to progress, how to go in that level. That's the point. So those who are ready, get to prepare to start the Nadishodhan. Already I have shown you the Hasta Mudra, hand gesture. You can use your right hand or the left hand. Apply the hand gesture called the Prana Mudra or Pranava Mudra. Fold the last 4 fingers and then release the first 2 fingers. Depend on you which one it suit to you. This mudra or this mudra. It's name called Pranayama Mudra. It's called the Pranayama Mudra. It's called the Vishnu Mudra. So Pranayama Mudra, fold the index finger and the middle finger. Use your thumb to hold the right nostril. After holding the right nostril, exhale totally with the left nostril and then inhale with the left, hold the breath and then exhale. It is a half round, then again inhale with the right, hold and exhale with the left. It is a complete 1 round. So now the point, how long you have to hold, how much you have to breathe, how long you have to hold, and then how long you have to exhale. Or do whatever you like. People are doing like this also. But in a tradition, they say, no, you have to follow the time. In the Sanskrit, it is called anupata, the time ratio. So, your system, your involuntary function know very well, even your brain. If you are just doing inhalation, retention, and exhalation according to your choice, sometimes you have taken 20-second breath, sometimes not, only 5-7 seconds, then it doesn't work. It will not help you, and your system will get disturbed, disappointed. Kumbhaka practice, in Hatha Pradipika it say you are going to control the elephant with the flower's petals or with the petals of a rose, which is a very soft, which is very light, not strong. And you can think about the elephant. So here your mind is an elephant and your breath is the petals of the flower. With this you are going to handle control, which is impossible, very tough. So that's why master teachers have explained how to prepare and train. So the example is given when the elephant gives a birth as a baby, the new elephant. So the owner of elephant, what they do is very interesting. They have a chain, the iron chain, and on the first day they pull, they bind the elephant's leg from the childhood, from the first day, for a long time. So on the first day, even the first week and month, elephant kids, baby, think, I am not as strong than the iron chain. This is true. In the childhood age time, elephant's kids, baby, cannot change the chain. So as they grow up day by day, they had the same image, same picture in an elephant's mind. And then even they become the young 20 years, 30 years, they have the same image, same thought, same idea, I cannot change, I cannot break this chain. Same thing here with the mind. Many people, they say, my mind cannot control, my mind cannot focus, my mind cannot do this, because you have not trained from childhood, from the beginning age. Now after 30, 40 years, 50 years, you are trying to control, you are trying to work with your mind, which is very tough, which is very hard even. That's why many people have left these type of technique, meditation practice, yogasana, pranayama, there's so many. So whoever have tried this practice to hold, they have not reached it because they have not prepared, they have not guided. So in this technique, you have to hold your right nostril, then you have to exhale with the left nostril. Make sure when you exhale, your lungs, rib cage, your diaphragm, stomach should become empty, zero. And then inhale with the same nostril. When you inhale, you have to count in your mind. You have to count in your mind or on a finger, because already told you this technique is based on the ratio anupata. This technique even is called the 1-to-1 breathing. 1-1-1 breathing. So how much you have inhaled, that much time number you have to hold the breath. And how much you have hold, you have control, that much you have to exhale. And then go with it, continue with it. This is the technique. It's called the breath retention pranayama Nadishodhan with the inner breath retention. So now look at me how I am doing it with the breath retention. So first you have to exhale. Then now I'm inhaling. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Then again inhale. Exhale. So it's a complete round of Nadishodhan with a breath retention. So always this technique is start with the left nostril, and always this technique is complete with the left nostril. Do not hold or change your practice with any nostrils. Now the question arises, why I should do with the left nostril? Why not with the right nostril? So I say you have full freedom to do with the right nostril. Even you can practice with the left nostril also. But what is the science, reason behind the left nostril and the right? Already we have discussed in the previous class, left nostril is associated with the parasympathetic nervous system, or called the lunar nostril. The right nostril is associated, connected with the sympathetic nervous system, which means the fight and flight. So those who are waiting and interested, even those who want to have a peace and shanti inside, I will say to start with the left nostril. And those who want to have a different energy or different effect in the body, change in the body, then you can start with the right nostril. Is very practical. So that's why in a pranayama we hold. That's why we start with the left nostril. Because my goal is to have a control on a breath. Have a control my mind and left nostril. Activate your left nostril, the lunar channel. So this is the first step on the breath retention pranayama, or inner breath retention, inner kumbhaka practice. What are the benefits of this? Physiologically, scientifically, your lungs, rib cage, diaphragm, your respiratory system get fully strong, fully healthy, even though you have the immune system low, metabolism even low, try this and then see the change. Those who have a high blood pressure, fever, headache, high heart problem, they can avoid. They should not practice this, otherwise the problem will arise, will become fast or strong to you. That's why we do not suggest to do this practice. Before you practice the breath retention, the most important point is the bandha practice, breath locks practice. On a breath retention, the next step, it come called lock, bandha. Bandha, what is a bandha? Bandha means to bind. Bandha means to lock, to hold. What does it mean of a bandha? So before you start advanced practice on pranayama and the yoga even, I suggest and say always you should know bandha and mudra. In the philosophy of Hatha Yoga, we already have discussed, there are some basic practice is necessary if you are looking, searching and planning to be a yoga teacher. Then you should know what is a bandha. It's very important. This technique is allowed in a asana, pranayama, mudra, bandha also. So bandha literally means to hold, to bind. What does it mean to hold, to bind? So it's which energy was going outside, which energy you have released and even is releasing every day because of the lifestyle, because of different desire you have, because of some other reason. So yogis, they say, bandha practice is the best key, best tool to hold the energy or shut down the energy flow. For example, I'm talking. What do you think? It is not spending energy. I'm talking because of the energy, and it is reaching to your ears because of the energy. So from the childhood till now, we all have heard and listened from the friends that energy is releasing outside in different way, different technique. So in the yogic tradition, they have developed, they have designed how to save that energy and reverse that energy. In advanced practice on yoga and the yogic lifestyle, this technique is very important, how to store, save that energy and then give a reverse. So which energy was going outside, which energy was releasing unconsciously, unknowingly, without understanding. So all human beings have that dwara, it's called Navadwara, the way. From that door, that way, Navadwara, the energy are releasing, energy are passing. So how to channelize, how to control that energy and give a good direction, good way, so that energy can get more useful, that energy can be more beneficial. Otherwise, every day we are getting the energy, receiving through different way, and we are releasing by playing, watching, doing other activities, is going every day, is changing. But in a yogic tradition, those people, we call them as a yogi masters, they have developed a beautiful method, a technique is called the bandha. So bandha is the practice to hold, to retain, to bind. Bandhana is called, to bind it, to tie it. For example, like here, it is a tied, bandhana. So which energy you receive, even which, what body create, produce, that energy is released in different other way, through watching, through singing, through smelling, through hearing, through doing something with the hands, karma, and with the relationship also, for family growth, also having a baby. These are the way to use, spend the energy. Our masters, yogis, they say, if you save the energy and store the energy, the same energy will give you the another benefits, which is the higher than these activities or the habits or function or joy. So what a practice they given, design, it is called the bandha practice. It is common, easy in all living being. Our mind and senses are controlled, attached with our Mooladhara chakra, the root chakra and the genitals organs. That's why naturally, automatically, even our habits have force or design habits, say, to Spain to do that. But in a yoga, who have learned by applying, doing those practices, push the energy, move up the energy towards the navel center, heart center, throat center, and then connect with the higher center with the eyebrow and the crown center, which is the amazing practice. So there are three main practices on bandha is given. First practice is called the Moola Bandha. The second practice is called the Udyana Bandha. Third practice is called Jalandhar Bandha. When you apply all of the whole, all together, is called Mahabandha. So Mahabandha practice is a complete practice. So Mula Bandha practice in English is called the root lock. Uddiyana Bandha in English called the abdominal lock. And Chalandra Bandha in English is called throat lock. When you apply all together at a time, it is called higher lock, bigger lock, Mahabandha in Sanskrit is called. So first bandha is called the Mula Bandha. Mula means root and bandha means lock. So when you lock in the bottom, the root, we call it the Mula Bandha. So Mula Bandha is the practice in the male body is different than the female. In a female body have a different slight different practice than the male. So in the male practice, okay, I am a male, that's why I am using and saying this word. So in the male Mula Bandha practice, if you are male and practicing the Mula Bandha, so you have to squeeze the whole rectum muscle. In anatomical language is called the perineum part. The bottom of the anus, that point should be contract tightly as much as you can. When you squeeze it, you will feel some different type of the pressure, vacuum inside. That part and the frontal part in genital organs are connected. So even you will feel in the front part is getting pulled, is getting synced. So by pulling those muscles, those area, is create a vacuum pressure. Where? Towards the Muladhara chakra, towards the bottom of the spine. It creates the pressure. So here, for example, is the bottom of the spine, okay? And here is the sphincter muscle, the anus point, and here is the genital part. So when you squeeze it, it creates the good pressure and then is pushed to the is pushed to the bottom of the spine. And under the bottom and below the spine, bottom of the spine, there is the Kundalini Shakti is sleeping, or called the place of the Kundalini Shakti, the spiritual energy. That energy is come up. That energy is get a hit pressure because of the Mula Bandha. So in the Mula Bandha practice, after squeezing those muscles consciously, you have to hold. You have to hold for a second, 5, 10, 20 seconds, and then release. So complete practice on the Mula Bandha, how to do is you have to find or you have to sit in a comfortable position in the Vajrasana, Swastikasana, or Sukhasana, any position, and then squeeze it with the exhalation. So when you start exhalation, slowly squeeze and squeeze more. And when you come on end of exhalation, hold it, those particular muscles for long time, as long as possible. And then as you inhale, slowly release. Repeat it by yourself 8 to 10 times with the time. Taking your time in between each round and then practice. So when you will do this, you will feel the different type of sensation inside. When you feel it's too much to you, sometimes it affects more warm, more heat inside. So stop it. Do not go over after 10 rounds, 12 rounds of Mula Bandha in the beginning. Otherwise, they emotionally, your mind, body change. So the main point of the Mula Bandha practice is to push the energy towards the navel center, is not to awaken the Shaksul's power and have the different desire, different way to use that energy. Is not the goal, is not the purpose behind. Yes, those who have a problem, physiological problem, then you can use it for your physical maintenance or physical benefits. Otherwise, main purpose of this practice is to take the energy up, move the energy up. Then the next practice is to come to Dhyana Bandha, which is very good practice, very effective, important, physiologically, psychologically, and spiritually. Uddiyana Bandha practice is the practice with the abdominal muscle from the lower belly to the top belly, from the bottom to top. So in Uddiyana Bandha practice, when you inhale, allow the muscle, your abdominal muscle, to expand as much as you can. And then as you exhale, allow the muscle to contract, to squeeze. Okay? After contracting the abdominal muscle, after the exhalation, hold it for a few seconds. See, in each bandha, your breath control, breath retention is also important. In any bandhas, there is no breath is applied to breathe. It's not a necessary you have to breathe even. So if you have any type of mental, physical problem, I will say do not practice. When you feel physically, mentally healthy, then you can try, because it is quite intense practice. It's quite advanced even. So never practice if you're not feeling better. On first day, do not force even to yourself. Do as much as your body allow. On the training day, on the practice time, you will feel some type of heaviness, dizziness, especially on the Uddiyana Bandha practice. So it is a common. It means your nervous system and your brain are not capable, are not ready yet. So as a beginner, just do little, few rounds and then take a rest. Then on the next day do it, same number of the Uddiyana Bandha, repeat it and then rest. On the third day, fourth day, you can add some more number. So with this way, like this, you can improve your practice. What are the benefits on this practice? The benefits of this technique, this practice is, it stimulates enough insulin and the hormones inside in your body and the juice in your intestine to digest your food. So if anyone have a stomach problem, nowadays it is common, very common, people have the constipation, people have a diabetic problem, obesity, even big tummy, and lots of problem in this time in modern life. So if your stomach, Ayurveda says, if your stomach is strong, healthy, then you will not get effect more than 80 types of disease. If your stomach is not healthy, it's cause lots of problem. It's give lots of disease, more than 80 type of physical, mental disease. So Uddiyana Bandha physiologically help to strengthen your digestion power, improve your vital force, and it increase the energy, is called the solar energy, digestive power, and the spiritual benefits, it activate your Manipura chakra. Manipura chakra and the Swadhisthana chakra, the second chakra. Second and the third. The navel center is the third center. So Uddiyana Bandha practice, it helps to push the energy, take the energy from the bottom and all the way up. So it's a beautiful practice to do this. Then other practice is called the Jalandhara Bandha. In English it is called the chin lock. Jalandhara means a throat lock, is it called. In this technique, we press or create a pressure, compression in your throat center, where the esophagus and the trachea, two pipe is connected, or from where that pipe is changed or separate. So one pipe is connected with the lungs and the other one is connected with the stomach. There is a small place, name is called the glotti, is a very important point. There is a two gland is named called the thyroid and parathyroid. This gland is control our metabolism and the catabolism, your whole digestive system, your immune system even is get controlled from here. When your throat thyroid is get a disbalance, then many people get overweight. Overweight means a heavy body. because of your throat center is a disbalance. In the spiritual side, throat center is the one of the main center in a chakra science called the Shuddhi chakra, which control our voice and sound tone, sound. So who are the best singer, speakers, because of the throat center is dominant, is active, is open. That's why they are singing well, they are talking well. So throat center is the top center, top place. That energy is releasing, going outside because throat center is open. So in this practice, throat center, we use it to hold that energy inside in you. To not allow that energy to push, to go towards your head, towards the crown center, is the point. Otherwise, if it is forcing too much to your brain, maybe is a danger. So, on the practice of Jalandhara Bandha, simple practice, easy practice is, after inhalation or exhalation, take your chin on the collarbone. Try to touch the collarbone like me, and then hold it for 5 to 7 seconds, 10 seconds, that's it. Then repeat it. So when you practice several times, you will see many benefits in your body, inside, in the system. If anyone have a cervical spondylitis, neck pain, I will say to not practice Jalandhara Bandha. Jalandhara Bandha is beautiful practice in a Bandha technique. Then come the Mahabandha. After practicing of the Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha, then come the Mahabandha. Mahabandha practice is the last practice where you apply all of three bandhas together. At a time, Mula Bandha, abdominal log and chin log together is called Mahabandha, higher log, which is quite tough. You cannot apply, you cannot do in the beginning if you are a beginner. So I will say, please practice slowly these logs first, and then you can try the Mahabandha. Mahabandha help to strengthen your inner organs, inner system, and on breath flow. It is very good practice who have the diabetic, who have the digestion problem and the other problem. So you can practice every day Mahabandha in a pranayama, even after asana. Mahabandha practice is used, applied in a pranayama technique. In a many advanced practice, Mahabandha is important. So that's why we say to do Mahabandha. For beginners, be careful, do not do by yourself. If you are doing it, very gentle, very slow, no hurry please. So this was the Bandha practice. If you have any questions, you are most welcome to ask. So after the Bandha, next step is mudra. It is the part of the Hatha Yoga, in Hatha Yoga practice. Mudra means gesture. In English, we translate it. Modayati iti mudra. This word in Sanskrit is used through that you get a pleasure, you feel happy, joy. You feel smiley face. It's called the mudra. In a Sanskrit, mudra word is also used for money. Indian money, American dollar, euro, all these are the mudra. What does it mean? Why this word is used as a mudra? So when someone give you 100, 200, 500,000, $1 million, how do you feel? You feel very happy, you get very excited, you feel very nice, and sometimes uncontrolled happiness arise inside. You don't control yourself even sometimes because of the energy, because of the money. So that's why those masters use mudra means happiness, joyfulness. There are many types of mudra in Hatha Yoga is design. It has a science behind that practice. It has a benefits relation with your body. In our tradition, they say through the fingertips, through the eyes, through the toes, body is releasing the energy. Body is passing the energy. But we don't see, we don't feel. But whoever have given a time, whoever have practiced some awareness technique, meditation, they feel it. My energy is releasing, going outside through my fingertips, through the toes and the eyes. That's why in yoga they have designed and given a practice to do some mudra. That's why in a meditation practice we close our eyes. That's why in yoga we cross our legs. Those are physically not well, they can do the meditation and the other practice with extended, but in a traditional practice is allowed to do with the cross legs and with a particular mudra, because which energy have created, which energy you have developed, do not waste your energy with any movement, with any practice. So mudra is used in a different practice also, in different training also. Not only in yoga, even Indian classical dance. Doesn't matter you are a woman or a man, whoever have joined the dance lesson, whoever have performed the dance, they all have used the gesture. They all are using a gesture to express the feeling emotions through mudra. Not only with the fingers, even with the eyes, even with the legs, even with the whole body is called the mudra. So in a yogic science, mudra is designed, developed for healing purpose. Who are not able to do the asana, who are not able to do the physical practice even, and they are interested in a yoga, or they want to heal, recover themselves because they are not feeling well and they have no strength, power to do asana, even pranayama, then what is the way, the technique to heal themselves? So here is called the mudra practice. Mudra practice is connected with our body, physical body, and the subtle body. According to the ancient scriptures, they say our human body is designed, created with the 5 elements. That elements are the responsible for your physical body. That system is based on the 5 elements. Anything it change or happen, good or bad in your body, because of the 5 elements is not functioning well, or if you are feeling a healthy, energized, good, it means your 5 elements is better than before, is a good level now. That's why. So those masters, they say 5 elements are in our fingertips, in our fingers. So those elements is here on the each finger is connected. That's why in a meditation time, meditation practice, masters, teachers, they say, if you apply the hand gesture, if you apply the eye gesture, it affects, because it has a relation with a particular point in your body. Same in your whole body, in the human body. So you all have seen during the meditation time, people are in this posture. Even Shiva in a meditation, he is sitting like this. It has a meaning, it has a benefit. Someone is sitting or meditating with this movement, with the other movement, even with this mudra, because of the elements, because of the points. For example, your tip of your thumb is connected with your brain. So when you give your gentle light pressure, your brain get slowly relaxed. That's why we use a mudra. You can try anytime if you're feeling a headache, you just press the tip of the thumb and then see the change inside. So mudra practice is, first mudra practice is with the fingers, with the hands. Second mudra practice is design and we practice with the eyes, with the different mudra. And then next practice is with the legs and the feet also. So in the legs, feet, we use in different leg position, and we perform that mudra. We practice that mudra for healing purpose, for energizing purpose. Okay, so first mudra here I'm showing you to do. First mudra is called the Jnana mudra. Just touch the index finger with the thumb on tip of your thumb and then hold it for 10, 15, 20 seconds. Observe your normal breath. If possible, close your eyes and then try to experience what is happening inside. Then you will understand better how the hand gesture physiologically and scientifically help to your body. Otherwise, you will not experience. For it, you have to be more subtle. For it, you have to be more sensitive. Then you will understand, otherwise, will more challenging and tough to you. There is another mudra is called the Hridaya mudra, is very good mudra for your heart, for your cardiac muscle. Hridaya mudra is use the both hands on your palms, roll the index finger, place it on the bottom of your thumb, and then apply your thumb on the other two fingers, it's called the middle and the ring finger. Hold it on your knees for 5 minutes to 7 minutes. Then see the change inside. Who they are doing regularly 5 to 7 minutes, your heart problem will disappear. Your any type of heart problem, doesn't matter, will help if you are not a hurry. Swami Ramaji have given a good example on this subject. So Hridaya mudra is a beautiful practice to do any time. Good time to do these mudras, not only the heart mudra, even the other mudra in the morning. The next mudra is called the Prana mudra. With the prana, touch your little finger and the ring finger with your thumb, like here, and then keep it on your knees for a while, 5 minutes to 7 minutes. Make sure the other two fingers are touching each other, the last two fingers is touching each other. Hold it and keep breathing. This practice, name called the Prana mudra. So who are struggling with the energy, who are having a problem with the energy, with the prana, you can try it any time. This mudra is open for everyone as a prana mudra. Then the next mudra is come the linga mudra with the both hands. On the left hand, take your right palm and then roll it, your left thumb, hold it for 5 minutes to 7 minutes. Simple practice, easy practice. Just hold, maintain, keep breathing, keep holding. Focus your mind only on your palms, and the thumb. So this name of mudra called Linga mudra, it helps to warm up, to energize your body. In a tantric tradition, in a yogic tantric tradition, and also in Buddhism tradition, mudras has a big role, big impression because mudra is effect on the particular point, on particular center, to activate, to energize, release those blockages, those nadis, those energy channels. So that's why is called the mudra practice. So asana practice is the first important practice. Second one is called pranayama. Next is called bandha, then mudra. These are the practice is involved, include in a yoga. Om.